meet my laundry and my son's laundry. Um, my son Noah is in an acute care facility, and he was in a medically induced coma, and he is now awake and alert. He's smiling. He gives me kisses now. I love it. And many of the nurses and CNAs where he is at went to Kisses also. They love him. He just has the kindest, sweetest eyes. He just really does. And he's best sense of humor. So, but as I progress in this unfolding of how the universe works, I'm faced with challenges. Anything that I judge someone, there's a CNA at the facility, and he's really not a nice guy. And he's scratched other patients, and he's done careless things. Most of us have, but there's no remorse about it. He's just like, screw it. And I'm like, dude, I don't think I've ever tried to get anyone fired before, but I know how it feels, and it's not a pleasant feeling. But I got fired from a law firm a couple of years ago. I was working for this Armenian law firm, and I'm going to go there, right? So anyway, they hired me to bring balance to the office. And so I said I had some legal experience. I understand some legal terminology, but I had never been a legal clerk. And so and I told them that I had worked front desk. So this is what the universe did to me. I hadn't worked front desk, but I knew I could do the job. If you give me a job and it doesn't involve typing, like master typing, and it doesn't involve a lot of computer stuff, files, things. Once you teach me something, it's one thing. But so the first couple of weeks I was there, the front desk, excuse me, I was being trained, and getting all of the files done on the computer, and a lot of the hard files that were just stacked up in a room, I started a generic filing system for them. And boxes. So, and there were a lot of cases. I was then presented by the universe. Said I could do the phones. Therefore, they put me in charge of the front desk and legal clerking and researching real estate properties. It was a lot. But I did it. I did it better than anybody else had done it. All the other people only had one job, and they couldn't even do the one. I was doing multiple jobs, and the office manager couldn't even show me functionally. She had to call other people in, and then I was able to show her how to do the things that I figured out on my own. And I wiped away some tears. I calmed some spirits. I brought community to the office. I brought compassion and empathy to the office. Well, one day I'm sitting, and their office Slack is like it's an interchange of communication with everybody. You can see what everybody's writing, unless it's a private Slack. But in the office Slack, the attorneys and the employees were terrorizing a client a Chinese client, and they were making fun of his appearance, they were making fun of his ethnicity, and they were giving him a hard time. And I said, wow, it looks like Trump supporters in here. Because I'm like, you're bullying this man. He has every right to be afraid, and he's going to lose his home. And you're just taking money, and I know what I'm doing in my job. And I am like, and there's no real way to save someone's home when they have no money, and you're taking what little money they have just to put off court dates while I'm watching people drink. Well, I didn't watch. I knew someone was drinking in the office because he said he was. So I just let some things go, but it was my bad for letting some things go. It was my bad. So I got fired at the end of the day. They said it's just not working out. And then when I asked why, I demanded to know why. And the head attorney said, you forgot to file a court hearing in March, and we missed a court date. I said, well, that's not possible because I didn't start working here until May. And I can assure you, you've not missed any court dates since I've been here. So that I logged. So because I would ask, I would double check. I'd be like, excuse me, is this, if there was something wrong, a lawyer let me know right away. So, and I was sending out all the mail, and I was helping with the mortgage side. I did a lot of work, probably more than any one employee in the office. And I did it with a smile on my face. And people would stop by the front desk because then I had to do my work from the front desk. And then I would like go to my other desk and to do this one task of looking up real estate that was getting ready to go into foreclosure, and logging the dates, and just keeping a ledger. It was a lot of work. I rarely took breaks. The one time I took a long lunch, I was donating blood downstairs, and they knew it, and she got really angry at me. I'm like, I rarely take breaks. Well, you can't. I was like, oh, you've got to be kidding me. I watch women walk to the bathroom all day long. That sucks about 4 hours out of their day. 3 to 4 hours going to the bathroom. Everybody's going, maybe not 3 or 4 hours. Collectively, yeah, at least 3 or 4 hours of time they could have spent working. So I was just like, whatever. But it was what it was. In any way, my feelings were really hurt. I liked being part of a little family community, but I didn't want to be around people that were like rude. So the universe said, you don't want to be here anyway. You don't respect them after this. You just let them, you can collect uninsured. What is it? Unemployment. And I'm just like, that's my job. I like my job. So, but I guarantee that law firm is going to face some wrath. Why? Because they were being sued by multiple people. So I won't tell the name of the law firm. It's not important. It's just sometimes some people think they're getting away with something, and they're really not getting away with anything. They're just being aligned to pay their dues. I'm always being aligned. Every time something goes wrong, I'm like, snap. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. So, don't you hate it when you break your toenail? So you're scratching myself. I'm going to go put laundry washer and then head over to return something to Target and then head back over to the washer. Multitasking, but not careless. So anyway, my son is coming back, and so this caregiver at the care facility, I was just a little bit upset last night. I'd never seen anybody be so rude to one of my children. I was just like, Jack, no. But then the same thing kind of happened at the vet when my cat was being put to rest. Now, of course, I'm going, and they've got the helicopter hovering over. There's a crime, right over the laundromat. There's always a crime or something. Something happens when I'm around. So anyway, Silver Lake Echo Park, there's a helicopter hovering over Sunset Junction. So I don't know what's going on, but something's going on. Just a heads up. Yeah, he's like following somebody. I hope he's okay. He's down pretty low. I kept seeing a helicopter. I painted a helicopter in one of my paintings. Please don't go down a helicopter. I just thought of the Lambada. What is it? Ricky. Oh my God, what was that movie called? Lambada. I was just thinking of that. So when I think of certain things, it is attached to either someone that was in the movie or the person the movie was about. And usually it means someone is passing away. So I hope not. I hope not. I did paint a helicopter in one of my paintings. And so something's up. But and I'm just thinking about the guy that played the brother. Maybe it's his mom. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Hopefully I'm way off the marker. But this kid was unkind to my son. So I stayed there until like 3 a.m. and I demanded that he be out of the room. Yet the other caregivers were not great either. And I'm like, did yeah, the diaper thing, I totally get what the universe is doing there. So just to let you know, however you treat your babies is how you will be treated when you're older. Yes, that's why some people in retirement homes or hospice care get treated really badly. It's an indicator of what they let happen to those they loved. It's just what it is. So whatever you do to your children, the universe will align someone else to do it. And then if you judge that person for doing it, then you have to be judged. So I'm thinking about what the universe has in store, but currently the only thing I can do is whatever I've done or whatever my daughter does as a mother. My daughter's a good mom. So if I allowed this young man to get away with it, then we get away with it. But that doesn't mean it's always the best thing, because if I let him get away with it, maybe he's going to be negligent with someone and they're not going to be able to voice their opinion. So I got to call the hard call and contact someone tomorrow and not I don't know. The place has, like, what I see, the capability of being a really great place, but they're too lazy. They're unmotivated. They get paid by the insurance companies. They do the bare minimum. I see employees sitting around while they could be doing so much stuff. When I worked at the law firm, I remember one day I had finished my tasks and I started cleaning the coffee room and the employee lounge, and the floor manager, she was just like, that's not your job, you don't need to do that. And I'm like, but it's dirty, so I have some time and I'd like to do that. And the owner's cousin was in charge of her, and I don't know what I felt at the time, I don't remember, but he started reprimanding her for not caring about the firm as much as I did. And I just remember her saying, I love this place, it's my baby. And I thought, man, you don't take very good care of your baby. What are you going to do? Just freaking wear your high heels around all day? I'm sorry, girls, I don't understand the high heels in a work environment. It fucking takes you 20 minutes to walk. All I hear is click, 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 click. I put some soft damn shoes on while you're at work and get some stuff done. You'll feel way better about yourself. Way better. And then you'll have days where you won't have work and you'll get to chill out and just get to know your coworkers. But think about all those days you could just catch up on some of your stuff. Sometimes I do that. And sometimes I'll go to a job, I'll deep clean a little more. And sometimes I just don't, because I deep cleaned a couple times before and then I just go clean. So not everything in life has to be perfect, but not everything in life has to be like mean to someone. And then I'm like, I push my cat away. So that's why the universe had that guy be mean to my son. I was just like, I have this cat, Jake, and he's just always up in my grill. Hey, pet me. Hey, pet me. And I just like, get off, Jake. Go away, Jake. And I know that's why the universe is doing that to my son. Because how you treat animals is how the universe will have people treat your children. It's exact. It's no joke. And I'm going to go do laundry now. See you later.